how to earn money with affiliate websites, projects. Today we are going to learn more about that, especially when we have AI. Many things are changing fast in digital marketing, SEO, and we need to adapt. We need to find the way how to move forward, how to win, how to thrive on this environment. I'm so excited to discuss a lot more with John Wright. How are you?
I'm amazing. Thanks, Anatoly, for having me.
Big pleasure, big pleasure. I want to learn more about that. I know that you pay attention to affiliate marketing in a gaming niche. It's very important. And I spoke with some experts who can hire people with gaming experience because these people can think smart. They can adapt to whatever happens. I love reading books, but I remember when I listened to audio podcast with Joe Rogan, and he said, if you don't play games like Elon Musk can play a lot of games because it can help you to outsmart your competitors in some way. You can think not generic. You can find a creative way how to do it right. John, before we start, just tell me about your self-experience, background, and how you can earn money on this niche.
Yeah, good question. So, I mean, my background is weird. I went to school for engineering. Then I did a sidetrack. Got into professional gambling. Then I became an affiliate manager and operator where I worked with affiliates one-on-one. I saw they had no background. Like there was a lawyer here that dropped out of school. This person went to art school and they all became affiliates. They learned SEO. And then after a while, I kind of said, okay, let me jump on that side. It's very safe and they're taking a good chunk of the business. And that got me exposed to the affiliate marketing side. So going full circle back to my background, I'm an engineer by trade. So now I'm back to building and sticking with data, which is where I'm happy.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. John, let's start with the basic. I mean, like for a long time, we used SEO to get SEO traffic, and we wrote a bunch of blog posts. I can't count how many, probably thousands. A lot of blog posts. We got millions traffic. But today, we have a few projects when we grew ranking positions like 3 times, but traffic drops 3 times as
Yeah.
well. So, and that was very important traffic because we could monetize in different ways with affiliate marketing. So can you advise what to do in such points when we can't rely 100% on SEO traffic and how to think differently?
Yeah, I think what people need to do differently than before, it's like just pretend that the last 20 years was the age of information. Now we're looking more into an age like an exchange of value. If you're not giving value, whether it's information or entertainment or education or something, it's kind of like forget it. So because it's so easy to create content, you need to kind of separate yourselves from the old past. So the sites that are now starting to become bigger in affiliate marketing are more products and services. So I'm just going to tell you a crazy stat. Just before yesterday, one of the biggest iGaming sites sold for $1.2 billion. Yeah, so that was
Oh,
Legend. They just got acquired. They're one of the biggest, but there's a couple of them that are of similar size. So not everyone gets a chance to do that. But if you look at what they've done in the last couple of years, they've been acquiring a lot of sites that are product based. And if they weren't product based, they added more products to it. Like they add a podcast, they buy a service, so they have more data. So it's like you have to just keep doing something different, and so you can capture an audience and more importantly own that audience.
yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I think like when you learn your customers, when you can spend time on that, so you can find the right way. And I personally don't like when someone can try just use keyword research and online studies. It's not the best way to learn your customers. You need to talk to them. You need to get direct data from salespeople, to drink a few beers, with sales department to understand what kind of pain points your customers have. In that way, you can create the right strategy. And I see when marketers just create strategies in order to get volume traffic. I never do it. I think like I know some great marketers who even don't measure traffic on their websites. They never analyze, but they know that 40% of all their sales are coming from this traffic. So, especially today when we have AI agents that can visit website to buy products without even human touch. So, John, can you tell your methods how to create the right strategy? I mean, like affiliate marketing, use different approaches, blog posts, audio, video, anything like that. So, can you tell your method?
There's so many strategies. It's hard for me to say just do this one. I mean, you could like what I had actually advised a lot of people that are struggling in the new world of Google search and how search traffic is totally different. It's like you need to stand out. Like there are not a lot of podcasts that target players in iGaming as one example. I mean, we see them in the finance space. Like I know you know a lot of these. You probably even listened to quite a few of them, but no one's really doing this for iGaming. Like, hey, if you're a fan of slots, how many slots websites are there? There's too many of them. So they're not all going to get the traffic they deserve. Stand out, do something different. Like you can either do a YouTube show, you could focus on YouTube shorts. It's just kind of like do something different where everyone has just been looking at the old patterns. The old patterns, in my opinion, are kind of done. And if you are going to even try to have a website that's going to do something, you need to have a reason for people to come back so you're not reliant on Google. Like you're not praying, like, I hope this user retypes in that keyword and I still rank for it. It's like, forget that. When the user comes to your site, you need to capture their email. That's your opportunity to market to them further again and again and again. And you need to productize. Like we were talking about like keywords, and it's like people kind of forget like the meaning behind keywords. Like what is the best online casino? That's a great search term. And we all want to be number one for that. But that requires a lot of effort. Now, it also requires a lot of effort to create content to answer that question. And I'll give you my answer because, again, my background's engineering. We could all get into a group in a mastermind and find 5 different ways of answering that. One of them is by just interviewing people on a podcast. And I'll tell you my solution. My solution, I'm an engineer. I like scraping stuff. I would go to the Ask Gamblers, the lcb.org. I'd find all the casino complaints and all the closed casinos, and I'd start aggregating that data. I'd use AI tools to build Python scripts and tell me stories within that we've never seen before. Like I want to give you a visual roadmap of all the complaints as they happen every day across not just one complaint sites, but like 10 or more. I mean, that's a great way of answering, like, is this a good casino? Well, let me tell you the history of complaints, not just on one site, but multiple. There's so many different ways of answering it. It's like pick one, run with it, and do what works for you.
Yeah, that's nice. And it's really hard. I mean, like when you're promoting websites in casino or online games, paid ads are forbidden, so you can use them. So I have the same with crypto. And what we use differently. So we spend some time on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and we created a bunch of videos. We played a lot with AI generated videos. We just mix them AI generated with human ideas. So we played a lot, and we publish for a long time without getting anything back, just almost nothing. But for a while, that was a biggest surprise to our team because we didn't pay attention to Facebook. So what we did, we just repurposed these videos on Facebook Reels as well. But we thought that YouTube can become our main channel, but Facebook became the main channel. Facebook Reels, and I remember why I didn't consider Facebook, because I remember when in 2016 Mark Zuckerberg changed this policy and stopped giving organic reach for brands. Today, like on Facebook, you can find paid ads or your friends and families, anything like that. But the main difference with Reels, Facebook has high demand to this content, and Facebook doesn't have enough this content. So that is why Facebook can give this organic reach high. And for example, on YouTube, on in TikTok, we promoted this video. We spent some time to promote, to share with our audience, to use different boosting methods. On Facebook, we did nothing. We did nothing, just repurpose. And Facebook became the main channel. So for all this content. So yeah, it works very great. Can you tell more about your methods? I mean, like with video marketing.
My video marketing. It's I could do a lot more of it, and I should. I mean, when I look at my YouTube channel stats, I mean, we don't have a ton, but we do the podcast and we publish it. Sometimes the videos, I'm not even trying very hard. Like YouTube Shorts, you know what it is. You start with your phone, you do like a less than a minute recording, you throw it up there, and you're kind of like experimenting. And some of those like videos that I feel like I'm not even trying hard are actually reaching further. Or for example, it's like, our audience right now is affiliate marketers. So we're B2B. And sometimes the content I create, I'm like, wait a minute, there's not a lot of people creating content for things like the best SEO affiliate programs, how to become a casino affiliate. So maybe you take this for granted, but I mean, there's just so much opportunity on the B2B side. And even when it comes to affiliates, I find that your customer is a bit more educated than you realize. Like they want to know a bit deeper into the industry. So I find even the B2B content, like it grabs attention. You're going to rank for it. You're going to be able to use it to build links. I mean, yeah. And of course, it goes without saying, you can share them in as many channels as you want. I'm not a fan of Facebook personally, but I know people that are just do so well there. And the channels I personally like are ones that can rank on a search engine of any type, like Reddit or sometimes LinkedIn. YouTube is definitely like a massive engine.
Yeah, and on Facebook we get around 1 million views weekly now for this video, so it's a lot. I mean, like, and it can help to get good brand traffic. So all the time people are looking on Google with this specific brand, and it brings a lot of brand traffic. People open directly, yeah, and it's a great channel. Okay, John, I want to ask about SEO because my audience loves to learn more about SEO, especially today. I don't know, someone can call geo, someone can say, no, it's still SEO.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle. I think, of course, it's better to adapt. It's better to change because Google can recommend. You don't need to change anything, just keep doing your great stuff. But
don't listen to Google.
Yeah, if I listen to Google, probably I couldn't achieve anything. So, but yeah, I like some ideas, I like some interesting insights. But when you have experience, your personal intuition, you can figure out what you can use, what not. So basically, can you tell how you can see creating content plan for geo? I mean, like for new AI search that we have.
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, in the last couple of years, we've been doing our B2B content without even realizing that we were actually kind of prepping ourselves for Geo and for ChatGPT and like every AI platform that you can actually just show up. It's just answering the questions. I mean, it sounds a little basic where it's like, okay, you start with answering questions. In competitive niches, this is where it gets brutally tough. So if we go into the space, let's just use online casino as the example. This is where I'd go back into my own strategy of going, let me aggregate all this data. So I'm now a source of truth such that I actually show up in that search results. If you're just creating like, best casino reviews or best SEO affiliate programs, which is something we do anyways, it's like, well, what makes it the best? Like you got to take it to the next level. You got to answer a ton of questions. Yeah, it sounds easy, but I just think there's a lot of people that they're not willing to try something a bit harder. It's like test like what is currently ranking for right now, and don't be upset that you're not ranking inside of like a ChatGPT answer, but go, what's going to take for me to get in that answer? And my answer personally is data and stories. Like if you compile a lot of data that doesn't exist, you're now a citation. Like I think that's like kind of like the real separator here. If you create data sets, it's data is stories. Those are citations. That's almost everything. And if it's really competitive, it's like think outside the box and just go deeper and just start aggregating more.
We use for a long time, like I don't remember, probably over a decade, blog writing. We wrote a lot of blog posts, and that was our main strategy for a long time. Because I remember when I started in 2008, I didn't consider blog writing because first I didn't have experience to create any content. I just rewrote existing content, nothing special. That was probably very generic, nothing special, but I didn't have experience. But luckily competition was low. Google ranked well this content, we got great results. But when competition grew, when new filters became from Google, like Panda, many others, so we started to pay attention to quality. Luckily, we got this experience required how to create quality. But we kept writing a lot of blog articles. We started to write blog articles after Panda. And in 2019, when EAT, the first version, then became like EEAT, Experience Expert Authority Trust, so became the main factor, we stopped cooperating with copywriters. We started to pay attention to experts. So, for example, how we can do it? We usually search top results Google, can find the most popular blogs, then we analyze authors of these blogs, and then we reach out to authors who can have organic reach. So if someone can prove they have traffic, they have great results, we can reach out. And most of these people are not looking for a job. You can't find them on Upwork or any other place. But they interested in passive income. All of them interested in passive income. So if you ask them, wanna earn more? Okay, of course I wanna earn more. And the price is quite different from Upwork, but I keep cooperating with these people. I don't care because these people know how to create content, and I personally don't care if they use ChatGPT or not. People have experience and they can ask the right questions, because if I ask, for example, questions how to lose weight fast, for example, to create article about weight loss supplements, I can't because I'm not nutritionist. I don't have this experience. I had my personal issue. I lost weight, but I can't teach others about that. So can you tell your thinking about AI generated content today? So do we need to use ChatGPT, Perplexity, or any other platform?
Yeah, good question. I mean, I've been kind of like really hesitant to use AI content for a long time. I interviewed a lot of SEO people that were doing it and they got burned. But I think we just need to go, what is working today? And it's like the answer is everything. AI content and human written content is working and hybrid. I don't think there's any more rule books. Like I think if you look at Grokpedia, like that's gone from nothing to just being created and now it's skyrocketing. I think in a very short period of time, it's actually going to outrank Wikipedia, which is crazy. It's all pure AI generated, but it's quality. And like you said before, if it's quality and it's helpful, people aren't really going to care as much. I mean, I think your biggest worry is like, is Google and other search engines going to reward you or not? And I think the game is changing all the time. I think what you need today, it's like if you're add value, entertainment, have a fast loading website. And I think maybe what's probably going to be important in the future is because we have all these AI tools, so we can make pages look amazing. We can make them look amazing, load fast. So no more boring looking pages, like add those little details. Like I interviewed Castor Dash and he said he spends a lot of extra time, not just on the content, but the layout of the content and the numbered bullets. And sounds like very basic, but you put that attention to detail and the person who's reading it, they appreciate it because they're like, I understand what you're telling me right off the bat. You're now the new ranking person for it.
Yeah. You remind me one conversation that I had with Jim Edwards. So basically, he worked on Business Insider for 10 years, and he started with this company from scratch. Then company was sold for $500 million. Great success. Wow. And he told me now that success of Business Insider depends on creating non-boring content. So you mentioned non-boring, and I think it's very important because when I tried to cooperate with a few great accounting experts, plus 20 years of experience, Fortune 500 companies, they know everything about accounting. They can calculate everything, but they don't have experience to write content. So I mean, when I gave them content plan, they just created some very boring content, very hard to consume. And I tried to explain, no, guys, we need to share stories. We need to provide, to simplify this experience of consuming. Even when smart people can read this content, people can be tired, they can consume your content in the evening. So nobody wants to make their lives harder. So that is why non-boring content is very important. Can you tell about your methods? I mean, okay, you need to create content. It should be non-boring, especially for B2B. Most content is boring. So can you tell, how to simplify that?
I don't know. You might actually be asking the wrong person because what's crazy is before COVID, like we are a B2B company, and B2B in the past was considering boring to boring. Like B2B is just a boring topic. So how do you make it exciting? I think it's the little things. It's like what we're doing right now. Like, we're doing a podcast recording. People want to consume the stuff in audio and visual. So I did a podcast not knowing what I was doing and why. I was like, look, we need more customers. I'm going to try anything. So what I didn't realize was that it was going to build a lot of trust. And I'm taking a topic that, like you said, could be a little bit boring to write about, but how do you make it a bit more entertaining and digestible? It's got to start somewhere. It's not to say that text is always going to be the boring entity, but there's a time and place for it. Like books go over here, blog posts go over here, LinkedIn posts go over here. It doesn't matter. Just kind of try it. And I think maybe like one takeaway lesson that I think a lot of people forget about is that sometimes you might have some pages that don't look like they get a lot of traffic, but behind it, there's a lot of high value sales. Like a couple examples. One of my least engaged LinkedIn newsletters that I've done actually led to a single meeting that was probably the most impactful I've had in the last 2 years. So it's kind of like, it's not just one meeting and one sale. It's probably the most important meeting I've ever created. All from an article that I actually thought was a throwaway. I put it out there. I knew it wasn't going to get a lot of likes and everything, but the people that did reach it was powerful. And I think where a lot of affiliate marketers and a lot of content people fail is they don't understand. Sometimes they're looking for the most likes, engagement. They're looking for the most traffic, but they're forgetting that a single click could be worth everything.
Of course. Yeah, 100%. So I remember when my son published a video on TikTok and he got 50 million views on this video. 50 million views. And he told me, look at my video can beat all your channel, for all the time. And I replied, okay, show me money. Okay,
exactly.
Where is money? Why you ask me to pay all your bills for soccer?
Yeah. So, let him pay for everything now.
Yeah. No. By the way, it's not like he burned out, but that was not his passion. So he has a passion to play football, soccer, whatever,
yeah.
And he loves that so much. He can spend all time on that. And I told him, forget about money. Do what you like. You need to enjoy the process. Don't think about rewards. I think it's terrible when people are chasing rewards. And I don't like this quote when someone can say, you need to work hard. Yeah. If you love your job, it's not working hard. It's enjoying your time. So, yeah. I mean, like I can work on Sunday evening, on Saturday night. I don't care because I love it. So it's my passion. It's like for someone to play online games or watching TV, it's the same. So I think like, and I told him, you need to do what you actually like. Then you never be burn out. You can burn out if you do whatever you like.
So let me just double down on that. So, I mean, in the last 20 years, like, a little bit about my story. I've done professional gambling, ran casinos, been an affiliate manager, ran affiliate sites, set up my own SEO agency, did content, designed websites. I did a lot of things. But in doing those things, I wasn't going to be the #1 affiliate marketer. I also wasn't going to be the #1 SEO because those people that are very passionate about those topics are going to kick my ass in it. Where I am very good in, it took me 20 years to figure this out, is what I'm doing right now. Like, we're not just building software. I'm very good with pattern recognition. So my background's engineering. Now that I'm doing this, it's like, I want to be #1 in this specific topic. So this is where I'll go very deep. And like you said, the number of hours I put into this, they don't feel like hours. Like Friday night, I can easily just go on my Claude code and just start basically doing data analysis. Like this is my video games.
Yeah. By the way, Claude model Opus 4.5 is amazing. By the way, that was released yesterday 4.6. I didn't try this. I didn't have the chance. I need to check
That's
out
my weekend. That's my weekend, literally.
Yeah. I built the entire website. I mean, like I decided to check out the speed, what I can do with Claude 4.5, this Opus model, and compare to the team for another project that we have a designer, writer, developer, everyone, content manager, but I did it much faster with Claude without having this team connected to hosting. Did everything, and if I don't know something, I just ask, okay, what I can do, and Claude can tell, okay, click there, show to this URL, open this term, everything. I mean, like, and I built the entire website and I showed, okay, guys, if you stop learning about AI that can increase your speed, then these robots will replace you. 100% they will replace you.
So, just to double down on that, I mean, like the podcast website I just rebuilt it, and I started in Lovable, then I switched to Claude. Now I'm making it SEO optimized. I've got the LLMs.text automatically created. The sitemap is created automatically. Now I'm like, I need very fast setup. So basically it's like, we're going to connect you with like, Cloudflare pages. And I was like, okay, let's just do this. I'm basically kind of agreeing along the way, more guiding it than actually, really doing the dirty work. But having the background, like you said earlier, having the experience of doing SEO and content and knowing, okay, how do I make a good feature that's going to be powerful? So now I'm going to spend more time on it this weekend because it's not perfect, but I've got a super fast loading website and it's got cool features on it that I don't think I could have built it properly in WordPress.
Yeah. And by the way, I usually ask Claude, okay, tell me which model to use or which CMS, and yeah, I got great replies. Okay, don't use WordPress or use WordPress or use Next or use React. Very smart, very smart, and it can beat real professionals if they keep doing what they do. If they start to adapt to AI models like that. So yeah, of course, it's tough to beat them. So anyone should play with AI. It's very important. Okay, John, can you tell about link building? So it's a hot topic if you can provide some insights, because we use for a long time white hat SEO, and it was like skyscraper technique done by Brian Dean, broken link building, many others. But the last time we can't get the same success that we got before. Probably I can imagine that people can get a lot of emails, too much emails, and it's tough to find out which emails can bring value. So most of them just ignored. And even when we got some backlinks, we didn't get the same result that we got before. So the impact probably is low. And for some projects, we got a lot of backlinks, but we didn't see any impact on that. So what the last time I can see, many professionals recommend PR or getting links from new pages, because AI search can ignore pages that were created for a long time without update. So can you tell what do you think about that?
No joke, just try everything, do something, like build links. Like the way we've done it has been, it looks random because it kind of is, but I mean, we've actually done a bit of Reddit work in the last couple of years. And again, that's also powering some of our AI search results. We'll buy links here and there. Like usually we're trying to buy them from newspapers. We will buy press releases, but I'm finding all these entities, like every time you keep doing them, they kind of add towards the collective whole. So I think we've just lucked out. Like we've done a lot of really cool interviews on the podcast. We've written them up. So that's generated a couple more, links that come in a different way. I'm happy to speak on anyone's podcast. I'll do interviews all day long. That works for me in a perfect world for, the B2B side. I am seeing people as affiliates do this really well where they're just going out of their way. So if you don't have these opportunities come to you, just be proactive and try to do something a little different. Because like you said, if you're just approaching sites and going, hey, can I get an article on here? That's great. But, if I want content, I want to talk to people like you. Like reaching you is, in my opinion, a little bit easier. I can find you on LinkedIn. I know you're a real person. And I know if I do an interview with you, I'm going to get amazing content. So just focus on that type of like content rather than spray and pray. Like, yeah, I don't want to say like the old school link building is done. But if you are going to get a link and you are in control of the content and even the page title, like if you're in control of everything, great. But, put in the extra effort. It's, look at guys like Ferry Cazzoni from Search Intelligence. Like, what do? They aggregate a lot of data and then they go to journalists and then they get insane links. So, just try to get quality links as many times as you can. For me, like I said, it's been a kind of random journey where we didn't have a budget. So we were like a startup company and we didn't really have money to be like, hey, here's our full-time link builder and here's our link building budget just to throw at these companies that, can, like White Press and, Serpify that can just like take your money and build links automatically. Try to build them natural and do something different that your competitors don't have.
Yeah, by the way, about Ferry Cazzoni, I think his biggest success because he can pay attention, 100% focus on PR. So he's not doing anything else. And it's impressive. I mean, like what I can see today, when marketers can learn new case studies. Okay, someone got great success on Reddit, and 1,000 people can go to Reddit trying to beat someone who can spend like 8 hours for a few years on Reddit just to chat with others, to create new Reddits, to reply to others. So I mean, like, how you can beat them if people pay attention to that, if people live on Reddit. So I know some people who are good on LinkedIn, and they just do one post on LinkedIn, nothing else. If I don't know if you know this guy, his name is Jasmine. So basically, he's Albanian, and he got a few world records of getting engagement on LinkedIn, and Microsoft, many big companies signed contracts with him. What he does, I spoke with him on this podcast. I spoke with Eric Kazan as well 2 times. But what I like on these guys, they focus. And for example, he told me he doesn't have own podcast. He doesn't film YouTube videos. He focuses on LinkedIn, on just one post. He doesn't even do many different types of posts on LinkedIn. Everything what he does, just post photo with some encouragement to others, inspiration, and like Microsoft signed a few $1 million contracts with him. So because of focusing, and when others try to be everywhere, to take all channels, it doesn't work. You can't beat like Ferry Kazoni on PR. How you can beat him?
Absolutely.
If he only does only PR. So yeah, focus is very important.
Yeah.
John, I want to ask about your podcast. You mentioned about your podcast. So, for example, I'm really busy because I need to do many things. I want to do a lot more. If I have 48 hours a day, I probably can work 40 hours. But I don't have them. I need to sleep as well. So, but anyway, I'm trying to listen podcasts. I like this format. For me, this format can work great for me because when I can run or exercise or just walk or drive, it doesn't matter. I can listen to podcasts because this format can work well for me. I try to listen to audiobooks, but in most cases, it's tough to keep having this attention. You can lose this attention. That is why I prefer to read them. But podcasts, I love it. Can you give me and to my audience a strong reason to listen to your podcast? What kind of value benefits we can get by listening to your podcast?
Good question. I mean, I think we've had some similar guests in comments. So, I mean, I just feel privileged. I get to ask dumb questions to really smart people and get to pick their brain. I'm just maybe less scared of, looking dumb and asking that dumb question. So I hope it just helps people. And we did have a thesis about why did we want to create a podcast? Is it another affiliate marketing podcast, or is there a reason? And the reason was we wanted to talk about things that at conferences we're having really cool discussions, but I'm like, no one's writing this down at all. Like no one's even publishing it or recording it. And I said, this has to change. Like for me, I geek out on this content. So it's data, business intelligence, affiliate marketing, AI came up on almost every single podcast episode. SEO, I didn't even realize how deep this could go. So when I keep interviewing, like I think half of our guests or a third have been SEO people. I just didn't know like how deep you could go. And yeah, it's just really cool guests. And I get to learn a lot. And I just find this is my super unfair advantage. If no one else listens, for me, I'm like, I'm in heaven because I get to basically like, imagine like, I get to have you on my podcast. It's like, I'm asking you all these questions when you should probably be charging me 500 euros an hour, if not more. When you have all these amazing guests that sell their business for hundreds of millions of dollars, you're like, their time technically is worth like 1,000 euros an hour, and just to be able to ask questions, no one else listens. I mean, you've gained a lot. So yeah, it's there's a lot of amazing podcasts on the market. Just maybe just use search and kind of go. Hopefully some of the episodes we've created have found their way into your search engine inside Spotify or Apple.
Got it. Yeah, that's nice. And by the way, about successful people who can build big companies, what I can see, they're real practitioners, So, for example, I love reading books, but I stopped learning about web development. I stopped learning about many things because when I learn, I can waste my time. Because when I practice, I can learn much faster, in real practice. I can read some, of course, I can read, but I think we need to find the balance, like 20% of learning, 80% of time just practice. And for me, probably 10 to 90, because, for example, I don't know a lot of terminology about development, and it's not my main direction. I pay attention to content creation, SEO, but I also develop websites, pages, many things, and I don't know terminology. I just doing this, and I just make my hands dirty. And okay, for someone who is a real professional, probably they know all this abbreviation, all the things. I don't know them, but I don't know how to provide this, how to get results.
Well,
Yeah.
let me just quickly tell you that, I like reading a lot of books. I listen to a lot of podcasts, but I go through phases. Sometimes the books drop and the podcasts increase or decrease. One thing I've actually been doing a lot since maybe September of last year is I'll take my phone with me to the gym. I'm not listening to anything at all, not even music. And I'm literally on Claude and Perplexity and sometimes ChatGPT. I'm learning. I'm asking questions. I'm going, those dumb questions I get to ask the smart people. Well, I'm now doing the same with this, and the stuff I'm able to learn, I'm like, it's almost better than a book sometimes, because it's like I want to learn about semantic SEO and LLMs and where and how it might be able to apply to our business. So I start asking these questions, and it's infinite rabbit holes, but I'll spend like a good 20 minutes just reading the stuff, and I'm just basically typing the questions. And I'm not sure how many people are doing this, but I've been doing this a lot more, and it's becoming for me a bit more addictive than books and podcasts.
Yeah. Did you try this Gemini Live?
Not yet.
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, like on Gemini, you can ask questions typing or talking, but Gemini launched this model when you can speak like with a human, like I speak with you.
Yeah.
And I decide I'm learning Spanish, so I spend like an hour a day to learn Spanish. I can't allow more. I want more, but I can't. But anyway, so when I have this in hour in Spanish, I use Duolingo. It's a great tool, but when I open this Google Gemini, it's like real conversation, and I started to speak with this model, and I thought, okay, my Spanish is low, but I want to learn, and Gemini can reply in Spanish in very basic, can help me. It's like live conversation. You don't need a tutor.
That is really cool. I never even thought of that as an application, but that's amazing.
Yeah, I paid. I remember when many years ago I started to learn English. So basically, I paid like $30 to $50 an hour. I spent some time with people I don't remember, probably a decade ago. But anyway, today you don't need to pay for that, because if you open Gemini Live, it's amazing. You can ask everything, and it replies without hesitation, very smart, in the right direction, and it's like a system. For example, if you make development, you just, okay, please help me to do this, or I don't know, if you write content, this model can lead you, guide in the right direction. Very impressive. Without any hesitation, without any procrastination, you can get great results. Yeah, it's amazing.
And we haven't even talked about bots, because in the last month, this whole Claude bot, which turned to Molt bot, which became OpenClaw. I think this year is going to be the age of agents and bots.
Yeah. And today, according to data, 46% of people can follow at least one AI influencer on social media. So I personally like videos about history, so AI generated videos. My brother can listen to audio podcasts, AI generated. It's impressive, real good. You can listen and learn something. And we use a lot AI to generate videos, but we can't get great results with only AI generated videos. We just mix them. But it's amazing. It can help a lot and save a lot of time. Yeah. Okay, John, I have my final question. Very important question for my audience. Let's forget about your experience. Let's forget all your achievements. Forget about all your businesses. It's your first day. With zero knowledge about Google, about ChatGPT, Claude, nothing, AI. But you have passion, you have dream, you want to become an expert in one day, better than you now, better than many other experts. So you have a dream, you want to become real great in something. So what will you do today if you need to start from zero, but nobody wants to cooperate with you, nobody wants to hire you, you keep denying, everyone can deny you. So what will you do?
If you want to get, like, not even ask for permission, it's create a podcast. A podcast will give you permission for anything. Like when I had a podcast, I was able to get amazing guests in a short period of time. There's, hey, can I interview you and eat up your time? That's okay. Can I do a podcast where you're the featured guest? Like this is you looking really good. And like I said earlier, where, when I get to interview these people, I should be paying them. If I paid all my guests money, I would be like, this would be an amazing investment. It's accelerated my knowledge. It's basically accelerated my network. it's a great way of learning. Even if you don't know what you're doing, it's like, just start with it as a thesis, being, hey, I'm here to learn about whatever, and I'm going to do it the hard way. I'm going to ask the dumb questions. Do that, and it sounds easy, but I think a lot of people, they get kind of stuck in, trying to make the perfect video, worrying about how their voice sounds and all that stupid stuff. I mean, we might have nice gear and all that stuff, but you don't even need nice gear to get started. It's like, just get started, just start recording, learn, and look at the data.
100%. I hate perfect. I hate, because it's impossible. I mean, like, when you try to get something perfect, you just waste your time because you can't create it. I mean, like, you can become frustrated. And I remember my first videos, my first content, everything was terrible. Terrible. I even didn't publish my first video. That was terrible. Then I couldn't do it. So I published the second, but that was terrible as well. So, but when you have experience, when you acquire experience, you can get confidence. It's the same like playing soccer. I'm not sure that Cristiano Ronaldo or Leo Messi in the first day became great. So
Absolutely.
You need to shoot this ball like 1,000 times a day, for many years, then you can craft your skills. It's the same with podcasts, the same with marketing, everything.
We all have our first video. I mean, even Joe Rogan has, like, his very first episode. We all do.
I got the feeling that for me it's better was to break my leg than film this first video. But when you do all the time, you can start to love this. It's amazing. John, thanks a lot. A big pleasure to get on my show, to learn from you. I love this experience. Very, very, very valuable. Tell the best way how to keep learning from you, how to reach out to you, how to follow you, and how to listen to your podcast when we can get it.
Podcast is Revenue Optimization with StatsDrone. Follow me on LinkedIn. That's where I spend a lot of my time. Probably too much time there. My handles for a lot of socials is always look right. That's about it. Find me online.
Nice. I'm going to follow you. So let me. I follow you. I send you connection request. Guys, I recommend to anyone to follow John Wright, because you can see a lot of valuable insights. I spent a lot of time on LinkedIn, but for now I'm less consistent because of this. When I started to use this Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, I got it. No. It's better to pay attention there. So I can feel like with today it's a huge opportunity to jump on this field and get great results. So I remember when I had the rule to become consistent on LinkedIn at least a few hours a day. Today I can't find even 1 hour because of this AI.
You don't need that much time anymore, but it's 5 minutes a day. Just do a post and just set it and forget it.
100%. Thanks, John. Thanks for your time. Welcome back anytime to bring more valuable bombs. Guys, please follow John. If you want to cooperate with John, just let him know that you heard about him on this podcast. Okay, guys, love you. See you.
Awesome. Thank you.